KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. Standing by to join me is Lili Rodriguez, Artistic Director for the Palm Springs International Film Festival. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Janine. Thanks for having me.
So, how excited are you that the festival is just around the corner?
We're so thrilled. So thrilled, even with triple digit weather. Can't wait for it, really. We last year in 2020, we went completely virtual, as many festivals did. And so this is
Yes.
the first time that we're really going back in, just like everyone else,
Nice.
seeing people for the first time in a while.
Wow. Lots of hugging.
Lots of hugging. Yes.
Amazing. And how many years have you been involved in the festival?
So this is my 8th year with the Film Society.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing Short Fest since then. This is 2017 is when I took over the festival. So it's been a couple of those editions.
And never would you have imagined doing it in a pandemic.
Gosh, no. Even still, it's a little crazy to think about and to wrap our minds around it. But yeah, I don't think anyone ever expected that we'd be doing this, but we did it and we learned a lot. And we're going to take some of what we learned and apply it to this year, even if it's not a virtual festival.
Yeah.
So we got something out of the virtual experience for
That's
sure.
excellent. What can people expect this year from the festival? What are some highlights?
Yeah, so I mean, we kept in a very traditional Short Fest programming, which means that there literally is something for everyone. We have 295 short films in the official selection.
Wow.
We have 49 original programs. We have a screening on the 27th for closing night where we'll do some repeats. But 49 original programs. And what we do is we take the 295 short films and we put them into packages. So like we have a program for science fiction. We have one for horror. We have a family-friendly program. And really you get a little bit of everything. So it's hard to say exactly what people can expect because you can expect everything.
A whole diverse array of films, basically.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And the shorts, can they be as short as a few minutes?
They can. So we do anything that's 40 minutes or under.
Oh, good.
And I'm not kidding when I say we've seen 1-minute documentaries that are very effective. Yep, I'm not kidding. Not
like
this
a commercial.
Yeah, not this year, but we've had very, very short films. And as long as you can get your idea across in a complete way and it leaves you with something that's what we're looking for.
Amazing. And how diverse are the filmmakers?
We're international film festival, so we program from everywhere. Here, I have actually some stats if you're interested.
Why not?
But the majority of the program is from abroad. We have, of course, some American films, and especially this, I think a lot of the American filmmakers are coming out because travel is restricted. But it's 42% of the program is directed by BIPOC, and 45% of the program is directed by women, people who identify as women. So it's a very diverse program, and I think it's also a reflection of the programming team, where we're from everywhere. We have a French programmer, we have a lot of American programmers, but I think that's partly why the program is so robust and diverse.
That's great. And does it ever open to screenwriting, or is it just primarily film?
It's film. It's film exclusively.
Okay.
So finished projects. We've been asked that question so many times, and I would love to include some screenwriting, but because as it is, we get over 5,000 submissions. We got 5,500 submissions. And as you know, it's fun to watch the movies, but it takes a lot of time to watch the movies. Yeah. So adding screenwriting, though, it's maybe a few years from now, wish list, but it's a little tough to give them.
Maybe down the road, but not now.
Maybe down the road, yeah. We'd have to expand the team for sure.
Yeah. And I know you told me you went to UCI.
I did. I graduated in 2008. So I like to think not that long ago, but younger people would disagree.
I started at the station 2007.
Oh, wow. So maybe I heard you.
Maybe. I had a music show called Moms Rock the House.
Wow, that's fun.
And then I started this show in 2011.
Okay, great.
But that's where I started. I told you, took the screenwriting program. I loved it. Yeah, great school.
It is. It really is.
So how has this experience, changed you creatively or just, maybe opened up a new chapter for you?
I think, ask me again in a few years. I don't think we know exactly how much this experience has changed all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I know that at least initially, it took me a while to really adjust. So the festival's in June and the lockdown was in March.
Yeah.
And so we had just a few months to prepare and adapt. And so it certainly was a test to how quickly we can think. And I think, and it also happened, at least last year, it happened during a very volatile time in our country and in the world. And so I grew as a person. I grew as a festival organizer. I've learned a lot about myself and the way that we work. And I think the main thing, at least right now, is that I really figured out a way to the success of an event for me isn't so much about how many films are we doing, how many screenings do we have, but it's also about the process getting there. So how did the staff feel on the way to get there?
Yeah.
Were people too stressed out? So that's just one of the things I learned from myself as a manager.
That's great. Are you seeing films with the theme of the pandemic in them? Are you seeing people doing things, small budget? Yeah.
Yeah. Surprisingly, fewer than we thought we'd get. Which I think we all assume that we're just going to get bombarded. And there were some quarantine films. I think we certainly have some in the selection. We even have a COVID musical. So it made its way. A lot of the way that it made its way into the filmmaking, though, wasn't so much about people talking specifically or explicitly about the pandemic, or the way things were being filmed, which I think is also, maybe common with shorts. So the budgets are lower anyway. So we saw a lot of like 1-person, 2-person shots, a lot more intimate spaces. And those are ways that we're like, this is probably a COVID film. But we also saw a lot of documentaries about people dealing with the pandemic and isolation. And so we have a few of those films as well.
Will this be streamed at all for people that can't come to the festival?
It won't be. No, we are doing full in-person screenings. And part of the reason why we didn't is because doing an in-person event during a pandemic is a lot of responsibilities, and we are still kind of a small team. And so we really wanted to devote ourselves to the in-person experience and not have to, split our time between virtual and in-person. We do have a virtual component to the festival. It's in the forum. That's where all the classes and the panels, and a lot of the forum events are open to the public this year. So just check out our website and you can register now. So that is one way that people can experience some of that Short Fest flavor. We also have a lot of the shorts are already online, not from this year specifically, but for previous years. So, you can find short films that have played Short Fest on Argo or Vimeo or Short of the Week. And so we're always, doing a Sunday short and highlighting something that's played the festival before. But we'll see also, we'll see after Short Fest, maybe we'll be able to bring some of these films virtually to people.
What's the website?
psfilmfest.org.
psfilmfest.org.
Correct.
Okay, great. Anything else you'd like us to know?
I think we've covered it. I think this is pretty good. We're just really excited. I think, the festival itself coincides with Cinema Week, which is a push back into the theaters.
Nice.
It's really nice to be a part of this collective return to theaters and that experience, and what a huge role it plays in our culture as film, cinephiles. And so it's really, really nice to be able to be a part of this collective movement back.
Well, and I find that screenwriting, filmmaking, what you're doing is so uplifting, and we need this creativity right now more than ever.
Absolutely, I agree.
Well, I really enjoyed this. Congratulations. And website one more time.
psfilmfest.org.
Fantastic. And I will post this on my show blog, which is getthefunkoutshow.kuci.org.
Awesome.
Great meeting you.
Thank you. Yeah, and let me know if you want to come down, watch some movies. We'll get you some tickets.
Oh, give the dates.
June 22 through the 28th.
Oh, okay.
28th is Best of Fest Day. That's when everything that's won an award, and maybe some of the audience winners will play again. They'll have their second screening, so that's a good time. If you're only able to come down for one day, it's a really good one.
28th is the day. Okay.
28th, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, and again, congratulations. What an accomplishment in the pandemic.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was